I mean, I'd get hiccups and yawn a lot from talking.
I do that too.
If I sing to a song for a long time, I start to yawn.
You can feel it in your jaw. You can feel your jaw getting ready to try to yawn. Like I feel it right now. Oh, you said that.
Because you're thinking about yawning. Stop. I have a stronger will than you.
Hey everybody!
I'm Will.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Sam, and we are
Working Title! Yeah!
Jujutsu Kaisen, Season 1, Episode 2.
Don't even know what it's called.
For myself, that's the name of the episode. Episode 2, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Selfish. Last on, we had Itadori saying goodbye to his grandfather, who gave some pretty nice last words. His buddies took one of the ritual items.
It's a cursed
item. And now a demon has spawned and another demon.
It was the finger of Ryumen Sakuna.
Yeah. He ingested it and now he's like sharing a body, like twin from my hero.
Oh my god.
And Gojo wants to secretly execute him.
Also, I realized something. The first thing he says in the very first episode, he says, "So which one am I talking to?"
Oh, he's talking about the demon. Yeah.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, when I was editing this, I was like,
I'd say it's more,
that's what he meant by that.
it's more creepy for me than awesome. It's like, who do I have today? But, guys, if you like Jujutsu Kaisen, make sure you leave a like on this video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you want to see this before it comes out on YouTube, make sure you check out the Patreon, because that's where it's going to be dropping first. And you can get a week ahead if you want to do that. And
guys, this is not a market substitute. Make sure you go on whatever anime streaming service you prefer. And watch Jujutsu Kaisen over there. And then come back to YouTube and watch our reaction. We love you guys. Punch it. Blah!
oh, this is a small thing. I like the color.
Yeah.
Like, it almost has like a weird green haze over everything. A light green.
Jojo.
I like him already.
Yeah, you got
He went shopping.
He's so nonchalant.
Hi. I ate it.
Look at his face. He's like, what?
For real?
Wait, hold on, what? He's got a freaking... Oh man. Megumi, that's his name. Or that's what they call him.
That looks delicious.
I think I've had that before.
Souvenirs?
Yep. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh my god. What? This kid.
Holy shit. Oh my god, what the fuck?
Sitting on him.
What? Woo-hoo!
Oh, okay.
Yo! Oh!
I like his tattoos so much. Look
Yeah.
at him.
Oh! Bro, I love his fingernails too.
Sorcerer.
Yeah.
Where I know his voice actor.
Holy shit. Whoa, it's like it broke the camera.
Look at him. Megumi's like, ah!
Oh.
Just like that.
Wow.
It's like Doctor Strange him.
Just knocked him out.
What the heck?
What the fuck?
Potential as a vessel. Okay. Aw, that's nice.
I was gonna say why.
Okay. Look at his face. He's like, no.
I got you a couple days before you die, buddy.
Oh, okay.
And toe.
4
That's
arms?
sick.
Wait.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa, with fingers intact. So that's why they have to kill him? Whoa, is that Sukuna?
No, he said that's an elder. Or superior.
Oh, okay. Give him all the fingers?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And the toes.
Ew, you have to eat all that. For myself.
Oh, I forgot about these two,
Dumbasses.
little dorks.
You don't fuck with demonic looking things. Oh god.
Yeah, he's
What
totally
happened
fine.
to him? Jesus.
He's totally fine. Nothing wrong with him at all.
Another
He's probably possessed.
I was gonna say that. He was grabbed by the big goo.
That was so fucked. So fucked. Do you always have those marks where his eyes are?
No, that's the
slits.
the slits of the demon's eyes.
Imagine just like walking, passing by somebody, and you just see a little slit just open up,
It's an eye.
staring at you.
Seems like he can do more on his face. In the intro, he has a mouth.
Disgusting.
Ew.
Ew, look at that thing.
Kind of sucks that they have to put this kid down. Oh, that's
Oh,
his
man.
corpse.
Did they say where all the other fingers are, by the way?
No.
They have 6.
They have 6 of them, so they're gonna have to go hunt for them.
Yeah.
Ew, what the heck? Taking the ashes.
But there was bones.
Oh,
He doesn't even chew, he just swallows
so
it.
foul.
1/10 of the whole.
Oh. Whoa.
I wonder if he like powers up every time he gets.
I was gonna say, what happens when he gets too strong and even the best of the best can't fight him? They're just hoping it's gonna go well for them.
Yeah,
That's pretty fucking cool. They said that was the strongest demon. Or curse, too.
In 1,000 years?
they haven't seen a talent like Itadori in 1,000 years.
Wonder what the heck he was prior to this.
Yeah. Ugh. Gramps. A fun hell awaits. What?
Beautiful. Oh, I could go for a good walk.
Super long name.
Look at that place, man. It's beautiful. I love the style.
Yeah.
Even like the moss growing on their arm.
Yeah.
Guys, let's go to Tokyo.
Please?
Yeah.
Can we? I've always wanted to go to Japan.
This is like rural parts though. Oh, so is this the
Hold on. Yep. Wow, there it is. Oh!
Imaginary godly forms and 2 faces.
Oh wow.
That's sick.
Be like Voldemort, have the head coming out the back.
1,000 years ago.
Ooh, we're gonna see him? Show me, please.
Wow.
Whoa! It's Goro.
He
Goro.
is scary.
He looks like Azura from Azura's Wrath.
Or freaking the Oblivion God from Skyrim. Oblivion.
Nice. Okay. But they said, yeah, he's the king of all curses. He's the strongest one there is.
Yeah.
Ugh.
What the hell?
Why?
Yaga.
Jennifer
What? Sorry, what?
I'm into girls like Jennifer Lawrence. Pleased to meet you. What a great intro.
事故病気君の知らない人間が日々死んでいくのは当たり前のこと
Yes.
そういう遺言なんでね。細かいことはどうでもいいっす。
Yeah, I was gonna say his grandpa's
Yeah.
wish was to help save people.
つまりに立ち向かうと
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
不合格だ
You failed.
Whoa.
Okay.
表情。
Oh
Ew.
boy.
I don't like
boy.
this.
Is this how the pandas move? Is a
Maybe.
cursed panda
Corpses,
doll?
their dolls are fused with my curse.
Oh my gosh. What the fudge?
Oh man.
No, clearly not.
九死にこそ人間の本
じゃなくて、家族の遺言だって。
Oh my gosh.
That's not gonna do anything. Yeah.
Oh no. This thing. What the?
Oh boy.
It's got a little asshole.
人形の怒り具合と高いモチベーションは不可欠
I think he's got both those under, his belt.
別に。
Oh.
Sucker punched by a doll.
死に際今一度問う
Look at that freaking ugly thing.
呪術高専
What
に来
kind
た
of doll is that?
I don't know. It's like a bear dog.
It's like Frankenbear. It looks like Frankenstein. The head's opened up on the
一度だっ
top.
て俺にしかできないって思ったことはない。
Nice.
少なく、それは俺にしかできないんだって。
There you go.
死刑から逃げられたとして、自分が死ぬ時のことは分からんけど、生き様で後悔はしたくない。
Nice.
合格だ
And unhand my doll.
Yeah. Another sucker move. Yep.
Oh.
Called it.
Look at that freaking thing.
Yay!
必要なくない少なのいる
Just Jennifer Lawrence.
I guess.
ここで待ってればいいじゃん
ボロボロの不思議者が指届ける絵面はウケるけどな。
確かに息を潜めているものすでに呪霊に取り込まれているもの
Oh gosh, it's like
Oh, boy.
ということに関して
The Horcruxes.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's one good example.
今は君がいる
Calls to you. It's like the ring too. If it wants you or not.
指のありかを教えてくれる
Crap.
君が器であると同時に探知
Wow.
Dude, what if other people start consuming him though?
現場に
Well, they
You
said
kind of
some-
said that.
Yeah.
Since Curses
Bear
have already done it.
Yeah.
Crap.
And that's like the worst case scenario, you said?
Yeah.
隣かよ
お、元気そうだな。
He looks normal.
なんていくらでもあったでしょだって賑やかな方がいいでしょ迷惑だ
Oh boy.
一緒
It's
今日はお出かけだよ
gotta be the girl from the intro.
Yeah.
Yep, yep, yep. That little thing is a demon.
Looks cool.
Definitely twitched. Is that the end?
Yep.
Wow, that was fast.
This show's kind of intriguing.
Yeah.
I liked it on the first episode, but
I'm hooked.
the fact that there's sorcerers, I don't know why that's
Yeah,
so
that's
interesting
it's
to
really
me.
cool.
Like, I want to know more about how they get their powers. Like, because they keep saying my curse. Like,
Yeah.
when they were talking about, like, Sakuno, or whatever his name is,
Yeah.
Sakuna, they were saying that he was, like, so strong and powerful, all of the Jujutsu sorcerers in the world tried to fight him, and he still won.
Mhm.
And then he lived on until he died, and then his, like, curse still lived on. But even when the principal guy right there was like, these are my curse, like, so I'm curious of, like,
He placed those on.
well, like, is your curse, like, your will that you, like, put on something to, or like, you know what I mean? Like, the dogs seem to be.
That's his curse. I was
his
just about to
curse.
say that.
You know what I mean? And we don't know Gojo's. He just is kind of tough right now. You know, so it's like I'm curious if like you have an innate ability that you learn to do, or do you just like curse objects? Like you pick like your style of fighting, and you're like, I want to use dolls, and I just curse them, and that's my power that I use to like fight them with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did they say that Sukuna died?
Yeah.
He just died. I was curious because why are all his fingers and toes left? If he died, did he cut them off himself and put all of his life force like Sauron
into one single thing?
Yeah. Or
Well, there's nothing
or
saying
did
that-
the
yeah.
sorcerers remove his fingers and then sealed him away?
So you just think the body just doesn't exist at all?
I'm saying they removed every single one of his digits and sealed his body as well as the fingers.
Yeah.
Well, they said he eventually died, and he started roaming the earth after the fact.
Okay.
I don't know. It was kind of hard. It was kind of hard to not look at how cool the character
Yeah,
was.
this episode was the first time I missed a lot of subtitles because I was so busy watching the
screen.
stuff that's happening. I missed a lot of subtitle.
Before jumping in real quick, just because I know personally I'll struggle with names, let's establish, instead of just doing long names or like the full names for everybody, so main characters, Itadori, right? Sukuna is his
the
demon.
Yeah.
What is the name of the guy with the wolf again?
Fushi Goro, but just call him Fushi.
Fushi. Okay, we'll go with
Yeah.
Fushi
They-
just to make it easy.
Yeah, they kept calling him Gojo is the guy with the blindfold.
Gojo.
Yeah.
Gojo.
And
Fushi. Gojo. Okay.
Yeah.
Gojo.
he kept calling him Megumi. I don't know if
Okay.
that's his last name. Or
And did we... Yaga was the guy with the dolls.
Principal. Yeah.
Okay, I remembered that because it was a bit easy. I didn't catch the last name, but
It's
I'm
really
sure
long.
I'm sure it'll come easier as the show progresses. I
Yeah.
just know like they're long-winded names, or they're Eastern names, so it's harder for me to memorize.
And Grandpa was just Grandpa. He
Yeah,
didn't have a name.
yeah, we'll just go with
Grandpa
Grandpa anyway.
Itadori.
Yeah, I like Goru. No, sorry,
Gojo.
I already messed it up. Gojo. I
He's
like
fucking awesome.
I like his persona. I don't necessarily like his clothing design. Not that it matters. I like you said, he's
His
super
personality.
tall.
Yeah,
He's tall. His
yeah.
aesthetic.
He's so sick. I think he's my favorite character right off the bat.
Well, he's a fun, like, humorous character in this. I like that he just like whispered to the demon, "I just gotta show off real quick." Just
I love that.
hope you don't mind.
Yeah, I hope you don't mind. I just gotta show off. Like that's all.
I'm in front of my favorite pupil. I
Um,
gotta show off.
It's funny that I don't know if this is like shonen, but you brought up the other day that like a lot of shonen have like a rivalry. You could already kind of almost see it with the next door neighbor buddy, Fushi hanging next to him.
Yeah.
I like it's way too
It's
early.
too early,
Way too early to read into it. But like when you just like crushed the door, all I thought of was obviously Bakugo being like, "Get the hell out of here."
Yeah.
It's very different dynamic, but I just like you brought it up the other day. I was like, yeah, because I'm new to shonen or anime in general.
Well, even like he was like in the beginning, he was like, "What should we do with him?" He's like, "We're supposed to execute him, but I really need him to be alive." Like I don't know, he just formed an attachment with him already.
Yeah, it's weird. What do you
And-
think about that?
That he had formed an
Yeah,
attachment.
why do you think that?
Probably because he stumbled upon the kid, and the kid, without knowing anything and without actually having powers, jumped in to fight and saved all these people.
He also saved him.
Yeah, and he also saved him too. So it's like he probably feels like he owes him too.
Yeah.
You know.
I can't imagine what that feels like. He's a second-year sorcerer, and a nobody saved him. That
Yeah.
kind of has to sting a little bit.
It was pretty cool too. Like,
Yeah.
as I said last episode, literally just
Jumped
jumped
the
above
building.
the building. Yeah, it was crazy.
And he's beating the shit out of the curse, like.
And he
hand to
saved
hand.
his both friends in an instant, too.
Yeah, immediately was somehow able to like rush in and pull them out of
Yeah.
a giant gabagoo.
Mm-hmm.
Gabagoo. And
In fairness, Fushi did obliterate as soon as.
I was gonna say-
yeah,
I was
then he
gonna say
blew
that.
it up. What the?
yeah, so
I
there's
think it's just-
Struggling at first?
I think it was just the fact that there was
People?
civilians in the way.
Okay.
You know.
That
So
makes
you think,
sense.
You think those wolves are like basically what Yaga's dolls were? Just
Yeah, his
like
curse.
where you place part of your curse.
Well, I'm
wait.
not that like he found random dogs and like his curse just manifests in different ways.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
I was gonna
He
say.
did call him the Shikigami, which is a god.
I thought when they said Shikigami, they were referring to just Sukuna.
No, he said,
talking
"What are
about
your
the
wolves?" And he said, "They're Shikigami,
Okay.
or gods of death."
What
They're
would
gods of
be
death.
an interesting concept is like, what if you have to like the curses you're talking about, where you have to like place them in items. What if it's like you just have like that's like the Horcruxes, like part of their life is those kind of things too, like the fingers, the way Sukuna's able to live on is like those fingers or something.
Yeah.
If we don't know where the body, did they say where the body was itself, the torso and the legs?
No.
All right, so let's presume it's gone.
That's
And
what I'm
then,
saying. It
like,
could be sealed away.
Can Fuji live on if his dogs survive and he doesn't, or something like that?
No, he said when you die, the curse dies.
Hmm.
If Itadori dies, the curse will die with him.
So then why do you
No,
think...
he's talking about Fushi though. He's saying
I know.
Yeah, I guess.
But that's his curse.
If it is the... If, yeah, I guess. I don't know.
But he's saying, so like Sukuna,
Yeah.
his curse lived on though, even
Through
though
his
he died,
fingers,
because
yeah.
he like literally became the curse.
Oh, okay.
So he was saying like, he was saying like, what if the dogs carry on?
You put it
Like if
fully
you
into the
die,
dog.
like if Yaga dies and his dolls live on and someone fucking eats the dolls, do they like, you know what I mean? Like does he
Can
turn
they-
into like some
yeah.
demon curse thing?
Yeah,
If that might only be Sukuna because he's such a powerful
Sure.
freak in nature.
I thought Gojo said if you die, the curse will die with you.
But he's talking about Sukuna specifically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he told Itadori, if you die, that's why they want to execute you, because then Sukuna is done. That's it. But
Wouldn't the same thing happen though for Fushi if that's his curse?
again, two different curses though.
Yeah.
Sukuna is like a literal physical being god that became a curse. I'm saying that Fushi's curse, we don't know if like his curse is just random dogs that he just summons, or like kind of the same thing that Sukuna did, that he like it's his like part of him.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just hard.
I mean, because Sukuna died, but his curse didn't. Like his
Yeah.
curse lived on because it's his curse. Like,
Mhm.
but if you made a curse and I ate it, and that's how you're trying to come back to life, if I die, then your curse dies. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, we're also just kind of BSing, throwing it. So I
Yeah.
don't know. That's not actually.
I was gonna actually ask that because you guys come from more of like an anime history, and like I'm watching this and I'm trying to like not necessarily make reason out of nonsensical things, but how do you think is like the best approach to trying to understand things like this show, where it doesn't really give you exact answers and it's just the majority of it is like fantasy. Like I feel like it's hard for me to like mentally make sense of like what's happening, just because everything seems fantasy and almost nothing's attached to reality.
Knowing anime, there's gonna be an episode where they literally explain everything. It happens in Naruto, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just think they normally explain stuff, but it's also just trying to find like the things that they do explain in the episode. Like you kind of just have to take
Yeah.
and focus on.
Okay.
Like if they don't explain Itadori's crazy strength, I mean, I can't imagine
Yeah.
that they're not going to explain
Sure,
why he's such
sure.
a freak of nature, because clearly he's able to subdue the greatest demon curse thing that's ever existed. So like, there's something special about him.
Watch it be Sukuna's like one of his great ancestors.
Yeah, like he's related to him or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the one thing that's kind of interesting too. I mean, I know in the intro, like they show Sukuna more demon form, and then Itadori like looking up at him.
Yeah, inside
And
the
they're-
mouth.
and they're like the same.
That looks fucking awesome.
You know, they look
Yeah.
exactly the same, and then it's like maybe it's just because he's taking his body.
Mhm.
But then when they showed what he actually looked like, granted, it was all red, fired up, but he also did kind of look like what
Itadori.
Itadori looks like
Yeah.
too. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ancestor.
Connection.
Calling it.
Yeah, the only reason about for anyone like who watches us, like I'm very new to anime. I've only seen 4, and so it's Death Note, My Hero, Attack on Titan, and I mean we'll excuse Sword Art, but even the first 2 episodes of Demon Slayer, like so at least in all 4 of those examples, like they like give not a synopsis, but like here's your explanation.
A breakdown.
Now let's jump into the story. Like heroes exist in this world, 80% of the population. It's all you really need to know. You can fill in the blanks. Attack on Titan, there's these giant things that are attacking. There's a civilization, and people trying to survive. You can make sense of everything else in between. Death Note, a book falls from the sky from a demon. Fill in the blank. Everything else is based in reality. And then lastly, even Demon Slayer, and you said this was kind of made by the same people, you think?
It look. I don't know that. It looks
Artistically,
like
it looked like
it.
it.
Yeah, it does.
And then, but even Demon Slayer, it's like it's somewhat based on reality, and then they give you little tidbits of like this is what we know in this culture about demons, and then they explain it there on the spot, and you're like, okay. Where this, it's like We got wolves. We got like grotesque things.
It's also modern Hera too.
There's a dude who's like an Olympian, almost superpower. They're bringing up names I've never heard of. Little dolls fighting. I'm just like, what the hell am I looking at? Even the pandas, like, it throws me off. I'm like, what am I supposed to take?
Yeah, I don't think that.
We are only 2 episodes in, so it's like maybe the 3rd episode's like the explanation one or something.
I think that might be its own character, the panda. I don't think it's a doll possessed.
Who knows? I only said that because it's like, I saw the dolls and I was like,
weird, yeah.
There's pandas I'm sure you can buy in Tokyo.
Yeah. Well, I know that like they have cursed objects in this, but I don't think that everything that gets used is like a curse. Like the wolves, like they're more like ghosts or like
Apparitions,
specters, apparitions, whatever you want
like
to call
a summon, something you can summon temporarily.
Yeah. Whereas like
a familiar.
Yeah. Like in Skyrim, you summon a familiar to help you as like a fighting trait that you learned.
They
did mention sorcery, so that could be like a sorcerer's trait.
I need to look up what Shikigami means.
And you know what, that does work too. Yeah, type in Shinigami and Shikigami, see if there's 2 different words. In the meantime, about the wolves, that could work because they mentioned the guy got help from sorcerers when he slept or whatever. So maybe like he's not only like
small ghost.
Small ghost.
Shikigami.
And same thing.
No, Shinigami are gods or supernatural spirits that involve humans toward death in certain aspects of Japanese religion and culture.
Okay.
Described as monsters, helpers, and creatures of darkness.
Okay, so that's a little bit different. But I think that's what it is. I think the dog I think the dogs are just like a spell. Doctor Strange is a sorcerer. He happens to have all these other tools that he can summon when needed. The time is needed.
A Shikigami is a term used to describe a spirit used by sorcerers.
Okay.
A Shinigami, which translates to death god or death spirit, is essentially the Japanese version of the Grim Reaper.
Okay.
Shinigami is Death Reaper.
So they are
Grim Reaper.
They're a bit different.
Yeah.
But word translates to almost similar qualities. Yeah. We have this new girl. Did they say she's a part of the tech company?
She's a new member.
Okay. She's the first year that's joining them.
And who's the other?
We don't know.
Okay.
Fushi is a second year. He
Second
said,
year.
right? I'm pretty sure he said he's a second year.
I don't know. I kind of just assumed they were all first years.
First
but
years.
I don't know. I might have skipped over that.
Okay. Yeah, I would think a second year would have a different dorm in a different location.
Class.
Well, just thumbnail wise too, it makes sense if like this sensei guy is chilling with the 3 main characters who are all first years. Senpai, yeah. Yeah. Interesting. What if like the girl has one of the fingers already ingested? Like, what do you do? I guess I don't know.
Well, I don't
you gotta
know.
kill them all.
Yeah.
I don't think that another human will, just because
he's the only one.
He's the only one that can control it.
Yeah.
Because if she ingests it, then it's just like they're just gonna be fighting the demon itself.
Yeah.
It's gotta be another cursed spirit. It has some.
Yeah. And that's what they said too. That was like the fear of Fushi when they were fighting that first one. Is like,
you didn't want him to eat
dude,
it.
if he eats that thing, like it's probably game over.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, overall, decent episode. I still need a lot more for me personally to be sold on the show. Still is super early to make any calls.
Yeah, I'm just intrigued. Sorcery, I think, is really freaking interesting. So it's like, not like, because it's just like not a realm of fantasy that we go into a lot. I know Harry Potter sorcery, so like that's a huge thing. But I just mean like in stuff that I intake personally, like sorcery is just not something that I normally see tapped into. It's always like more sci-fi stuff or just something that's completely not sorcery. So I'm interested.
Give me more of Gojo, gray-haired,
Gojo,
gray mane.
There's an anime called Black Clover where they're all mages and they use books. So I'm kind of used to it. Oh, they don't even hold it. It just floats there. It's called a grimoire.
A tome of magic.
So I'm a little used to the magic.
Yeah.
Magic.
You guys good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Guys, if you like Jujutsu Kaisen, you're excited to see more of these, make sure you leave a like on these videos, support us by subscribing to the channel, leaving a comment about what you think about the show, fill us in on any things you guys think we need to know going into episode 3. Check out Patreon because episode 3 is probably up if you're already seeing this one. And in the time being, we're gonna punch it. See you guys.
Blah!